better in the latter stages of the season. He scored registered 24 goals and assists in his last 31 Prem appearances between March and May. Is that something you're aware of? And do you feel like he can really kick on between now and the end of the season?
He can do, and obviously now as well, he's got many more months and games and an understanding of what the game required for him to make the difference. And yeah, I hope that that's the case. And now he just smashes from here to the end of the season.
You mentioned, obviously, you spoke about earlier that you feel like you know how to get the best out of him now. Have you had to motivate him? You know, he struggled for a long period in between those two Tottenham games in terms of goals and assists. Have you had to motivate him, and how have you had to motivate him if you have?
Motivation is never an issue, and I believe that you have to motivate a player, we have a big problem. Because that motivation is what? Just a talk, someone that inspires you for a minute or an hour. How much does it last? I think the biggest motivation that he has is the reason why he came to this club, because he really feel attached and belonging here. And the rest is moments that you have to have through your career. When you move to a different club, navigate with that and make sure you do everything that you possibly can to make it work.
And finally, Tom.
Hi, Mikel. Victor's been popular in the press, so I've got a couple more on him for you. Okay. With it being Chelsea on the weekend, Didier Drogba, of course, was a big goal scorer in this fixture between Arsenal and Chelsea. In his first two seasons, he scored 16 goals in his first season across all comps and 16 in his second season. Victor's only one behind that. Do you think comparisons like that, and I know you don't tend to like comparing players, but does that context provide maybe some insight into expectations around strikers?
Yes, I mean, it's always the case about who you comparing with. You know, I have a beautiful apartment, but this guy has the biggest mansion in the world. So my apartment is terrible, you know, but I can be so proud that I worked so hard to get and pay the debt of my apartment and refurbished it and have a beautiful kitchen. I go to his house and I get depressed. So it's depending on the eyes that you look at it. So I think what he's doing is improvable, yes, but I think his contribution, I think it's been important so far.
I wasn't expecting that. Okay. But on just secondly, with the question on Eze, which Art asked about the idea of how he reacted after he wasn't selected against Wolves. Yeah. Curious, because when Gabriel Jesus came back, obviously Victor had been starting for so long. When he was dropped, perhaps in San Siro, when Jesus started after scoring a couple before that, was there a reaction from Victor in that moment, or was he still very much straight-laced and focused on what he had to do?
I think he was. I don't know internally how he felt. We tried to speak to the players to understand the reasons why we made certain decisions, but as well I think it gave him a little bit of a breather because he was playing so much as well, and don't forget that he had that injury that stopped him for 5 weeks as well. So the schedule has been so demanding, the expectation on him as well, and I think it was a good time to navigate a little bit more. Came on in games when obviously the physical aspect of the game was dying a little bit, and he could have a massive impact, and from there I think it's taken off.
Okay, everyone. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.